daring, and nerve. Fitting words to describe the qualities that drove and helped inspire Herb and Ervin Kolbe to start building and dreaming. Their determined personalities, enterprising work, and unwavering beliefs helped them start Kolbe and Kolbe Millwork together over 70 years ago. Their initial idea, a small family business, has grown into a nationally recognized leader in the window and door industry, selling its quality products across North America and beyond. As the Marathon County area was growing, so was the Kolbe family. Born to German immigrants, Ernest Kolbe and his wife Louise married and started having a family. They lived on a small dairy farm in Marathon, and in rapid succession, 4 sons were born, including Ervin on December 8, 1918, and Herbert, or Herb, on October 15, 1920. Growing up during the Depression, neither of the brothers went farther in school than past the 8th grade. They were industrious and liked creating from a young age, helping on the farm, honing their carpentry skills, and working at local sawmills. As young men, Herb and Ervin were curious and mechanically inclined. Herb built a log cabin on the family property when he was about 10 years old. Both brothers were interested in steam engines and enjoyed working on cars, specifically tinkering on convertibles. As World War II began, Ervin left the area temporarily to join the U.S. Army. He was an active duty soldier from 1941 to 1945, serving in the Aleutian Islands. Herb stayed home to maintain the family farm, which was now an 80-acre operation, which made him exempt from military service because of his occupation. He married Marion Kozlowski in 1942, and they had their first daughter, Judy, the following year, with the second daughter, Mona Sue, arriving in 1945. After the war ended and the brothers were reunited in Marathon again, they began doing carpentry work together. With the post-World War II economy booming, there was a demand for windows, which were hard to purchase at that time due to construction projects on the rise. Discovering this need gave Ervin and Herb the idea to start building wood windows and door frames and repairing window screens on their own in 1946. To begin their enterprise, the brothers bought a Sears and Roebuck table saw and got to work in a small wash house their mother used on the farm. It was a small operation, just Herb and Ervin, for the first 2 years as the company got off the ground. Their first significant milestones occurred in 1948 when they moved out of the wash house, purchased property in Wausau, and hired their first official employee. The property Herb and Ervin purchased on 11th Avenue is where the company is still located today. Their first employee was younger brother Walter, who became the first Kolbe and Kolbe salesperson. Soon after, their older brother Arnold also joined the business, and it truly became a family operation. In 1950, Ervin's son Jeff was born. As well, more employees joined the company, and Herb and Ervin purchased their own 1.5-ton truck. Through the next 50 years while they ran the company, more and more highlights and expansions through acquisitions occurred as the business grew at an impressive rate. Herb and Ervin established other product lines, significantly grew the facility's footprint, added shifts, increased sales territories, and the local employee count rose. It seemed like nearly every year another milestone was celebrated, such as 1966, when the brothers began a pre-hung door division and acquired a cabinet shop. In 1974, Kolbe and Kolbe officially incorporated as an equal partnership between Herb and Ervin. They decided at about the same time to make the leap to develop and manufacture their own line of specialty windows. An exciting addition that included double-hung, slider, casement, and awning windows. Ervin was called the catalyst for making much of the company's growth during these years, pausing long enough to marry Vieta Chosky on December 17, 1979. During the late 70s into the early 80s, the company grew significantly, adding employees and broadening its sales activity from a regional Midwest territory to a nationwide reach. In the 1980s and 90s, more growth into new markets with higher-end products like manufacturing custom sizes and radius windows followed, including adding vinyl windows and doors and aluminum extrusion products. When the company celebrated its 50th anniversary in 1996, Ervin was serving as its senior vice president and Herb as its president and CEO. The brothers were still creating and building without missing a step when they could have been retired enjoying the fruits of their labors. Ervin made a point to frequently greet employees in the main lobby as they arrived for work, sharing his enthusiasm and dedication, while Herb could be found on the production floor every day during its annual busy months, April through October. Above all, both brothers were proud of the Kolbe and Kolbe workforce, the relationships they established with employees, and that they could help others by providing a livelihood for local families. Herb and Ervin's bond was immeasurable inside and outside of business. Besides working together, the brothers lived next door to each other for nearly their whole adult lives. As they grew older, both brothers stayed busy, and even their hobbies were as industrious as when they were boys. Ervin liked to cook maple syrup, logged and harvested trees, and created a variety of trails and ponds on his property with his bulldozer. Herb still loved carpentry, traveling to visit sawmills and logging operations around the country, and designing log cabins. He was also responsible for helping create the uniquely designed company headquarters that boasts 25 separate additions to the original 11th Avenue facility. Ervin was the first to pass away on August 4th, 2000. Herb followed on December 30th, 2002. Their deaths left a void for those who knew the brothers, their work ethic and drive. Fortunately, the family operation lives on and remains a privately held, community-oriented business, with Herb's daughter, Judy Gorski, at the helm. She joined her father and uncle in 1976 and currently serves as the CEO of the company, along with a dedicated leadership team behind her. Thanks to Herb and Ervin Kolbe's dreams about creating and building, their legacy is all around us. During major growth times, Kolbe and Kolbe was known for having a family touch and one of several local businesses to achieve national recognition, on par with Wausau Insurance and Greenheck. Herb once said, "We don't strive to be the biggest, but we do strive to be the best." Their story of hard work, loyalty, and the fearlessness to innovate truly represents a homegrown Marathon County success story. The North Central District of Junior Achievement is proud to honor Herb and Ervin Kolbe as 2018 Champions of Business.